We look after nature, and we mamas see that you are killing it by what you do. We can no longer repair the world. You must.
You are uprooting the earth, and we are divining to discover how to teach you to stop.
On the Colombian shore of the Caribbean stands the highest coastal mountain on Earth. The more I heard about it, the stranger it sounded. The Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta is a triangular, corrugated pyramid of rock almost 4 miles high. The people hidden in its folds call the Sierra the heart of the world. It's an idea that makes sense. The Sierra is a copy of the whole planet in miniature. At the edge of the sea, it's in the tropics. It's very hot and very lush. 25 miles from the beaches, there are snow peaks. Here, the climate is Arctic, the temperature never rising to 0. Every range of temperature and every range of rainfall. Parts of the Sierra are desert. Other parts are tropical rainforest and mountain cloud forest. Almost every animal and every plant from anywhere in the world can find a home somewhere in the Sierra. Only the birds can leave. Everything else is trapped in the pocket environment that suits it. Anyone who studies the Sierra must see it as a totality. It's a planet in miniature. I knew that once, where now there's only dense jungle, there was a rich civilization. The Spanish called it Tairona. In 1973, a tomb robber found a monumental, ceremonial Tairona city. But what was it? How did it function? Today it's known simply as the Lost City. The paved roads of the city spread over the whole mountain. When Columbus entered the Caribbean, 1/3 people lived on this mountain, in cities built in close harmony with nature. 160 inches of rain a year for 400 years have not eroded these walls. The priests who supervised Tairona architects understood the natural forces around them. There were many cities at different levels on the mountain, each producing the goods and crops appropriate to its place and exchanging them by walking the roads. Our cities fight nature, and if we abandon them, they crumble. The lost city has survived as mute evidence that hundreds of thousands of people can live sophisticated lives in a small space in harmony with nature. The civilization that built this understood the relationship between the different parts of the mountain and treated it as a whole. The secrets of Tairona civilization appear to have been lost, but that is not the case. By the roadside at the entrance to the lost city, there's a carved stone. It seems to be a map of the complete system, covering the whole mountain massif. But although there are many ancient roadways, they do not fit the map. The mapstone is clearly important, but what is being mapped? There are people who know. The descendants of the Tairona, the Kogi, still live in cities higher in the Sierra. All of the civilizations that flourished in South America were demolished by conquest, except this one. But they do not speak to us, and no Colombian speaks their language. The Kogi do not like strangers walking their roads. They call us the younger brothers, children who do not understand how to take care of the world. "400 years ago, they withdrew for safety into the heart of the world. And from the hidden folds of the mountain, they have watched our civilization in silence. They have seen our cities grow. Some of them even visit Santa Marta at the mountain's foot to learn about us. And yet, most people in the city are quite unaware of their existence." The Kogi have watched Colombian farmers invade the base of the Sierra and create a spreading cancer of sterile dust. But neither the original conquerors nor modern farmers have ever colonized the higher parts of the Sierra. Missionaries and officials who tried to take control up here had a long, difficult journey. And when they arrived, they met a passive human wall of resistance. It worked. Even today, this jungle represents a barrier that separates the world of the Kogi from our world. Here there are 12,000 people living in cities without the wheel. Farmers without the plow, educators without the written word, priests who have the power of government. To learn how the Tairona organized the life of the heart of the world, I would have to go to the Kogi. Everyone said this was impossible. A government official who the Kogis trust climbed the mountain with my letter. A Spanish-speaking Kogi went with her to interpret it. And eventually word came back. The Mamas wanted to speak. They said they had a message to give to the world. I would not be allowed to see everything or learn every secret. I never learned anyone's real name. Everyone is known by a Spanish pseudonym. I was told that I should bring whoever I needed and whatever I needed. That's me, Alan EREIRA, with the mule. The Kogi, naturally enough, called me